Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Your Sunny Arches. And I am, of course, Your Sunny Arches. And I apologize for being gone for so long. I'm going to be honest with you. I was dealing with some things. I still am. There are some decisions that I need to make. There were some things I needed to take some time and reflect on. Don't worry, I'm just saging my cards. So if you see any smoke, it's from the sage and Palo Santo. Okay. And so just a quick no, I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot deck today for the most part, then the Radiant Rider Waite, and I also have the Morgan Greer. The Morgan Greer deck, okay? So yeah, it's been something, let me tell you. The work that I'm trying to do at the same time now that I'm back to my regular 9 to 5, which isn't necessarily a 9 to 5 because I put in extreme amounts of overtime that I don't get paid for. Let me tell you. But I do love what I do. Don't worry, this is my bottle of water. Um, so sorry about that. It's been a minute. I'm definitely gonna do the readings. However, I think I'm gonna do it on a monthly basis, as opposed to bi-weeklies because of the amount of time that I have. Okay. So I ask that you guys keep me in mind when you guys are doing your meditations and prayers. I appreciate all the light, love, and energy, great energy and vibes that you'll send my way. And I hope that today's readings will resonate with all of you. So what I'm going to do is do a quick general reading, and then I'll do it by the elements, okay? So quick general reading. Let's see, what messages do we have for our collective group that are with us and will be joining us later? So already we have 4 cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Tower. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Nine of Swords. All right, everyone. So it looks like we I hate that happens. There we go. We are all in some kind of energy for the most part. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles, basically as a group, as a collective, okay, as a collective, we are on our way to the tower moment. We know that something has to break down. Because it is the knight is a pentacle, so it's going to be something related to the domestic and materialistic part of our life. Okay, that means it could be something with our home, with our family, with our jobs, careers, and with our finances. Okay, the tower is something that's coming. It's striking. It's something that's definitely coming within this month. Um, you know, as you may already know, we're going into the Mercury retrograde. So either things from the past are going to come back, people from the past, or just be mindful of all the things that you're doing at this time. Be mindful of anything related to any of those domestic areas in your life. Um, take a closer look at all your documents, take a closer look at your plans. Don't be afraid to go back and revisit anything and taking your time. So you're going slow because you're already anticipating this tower moment. You already know that this is something that you need to do. So it's something that intuitively, um, you've known for a while now. Maybe you've been putting it off. Hence the Knight of Pentacles. You're going really slow. You're trying to make sure that you're ready for it. Okay. And no matter what, the tower is going to hit. So this is a Scorpio card. Because we are doing a reading for October. We're currently in Libra season, so it can happen anytime between now and a Scorpio season, right? So Scorpio season is coming up really soon, and this reading is for the month of October. So it can happen at either one of these points in time. Okay, anytime either between Libra season, Scorpio season. So that's coming up real soon. This is something that we're, as the majority we're facing because there are new changes that we are being open to. So this tower will strike. It may not necessarily be as, as huge or as dramatic, as we may expect the tower to be. But it's definitely something that's going to happen. It may be something to do with people. Maybe there's an earth sign that you may have to cut out, or someone of a Scorpio sign that you feel like, oh, you know what? It's just not going to work out, and I'm going to have to let this person go for the better of my health, my sanity, my heart, or if you're a Scorpio, you may be feeling like this. If you're an earth sign, you may be feeling like this. If you're a fire sign, this may have happened already. You may have just come to a realization about something that may have created a tower moment in your life. Again, it doesn't have to be anything necessarily so dramatic, like, oh my gosh, I've lost it all. It can be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is here. To me, the Knight of Wands is someone who's, very proactive, someone who's going to go out there and get things done. However, we have to be very mindful because we do have the Nine of Swords. We're very much stuck in our heads as a group right now. Doesn't matter what sign you are. Once this tower moment hits, or if it has already hit, then you're going into this Knight of Wands mode. You want to take action. You want to be proactive, productive, right? You want to go and make this communication. You want to go and get things done. But here's the thing. You got to be careful that while you're in this energy, that you don't do it in such an impulsive fashion, or on an impulsive hit, let's call it, like all of a sudden now you have all of a sudden you feel like you have to do things now, right away, this instant, at this very moment. You want to tone that energy down. And I'm not saying that that's a bad energy. Definitely run with it if you can be productive, proactive, producing, you know, um, very pro. That's great. But you want to be careful how you do it. You want to make sure that you have some sort of a plan, plan A, B, C, and all the way through Z if necessary. You need to make sure that you look at the finer details. Remember, I said earlier, make sure because we're going into that Mercury retrograde, make sure that you're checking all your documents. Make sure that you're doing all that you need to do so that when you, sorry, I had to move the sage. It was getting really smoky. So when you, go to do something, you want to get something done, it's done the right way the first time. Okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to want to do something, but you're going to be stuck in your head about it. You're going to get real, your thoughts can get very twisted. Did I do this right? Was this the right thing to do? Was this, oh no, did I make a mistake? Am I going to regret this? It's going to hit those worrisome nerve. It's going to hit a nerve within you that's going to make you go into a spiral with negative thoughts. Okay, so you're quickly going into that direction. And I say to you, without even going checking out any other cards or whatever, I could tell you right now, don't do it. Remember, I said to you guys already, I've been going through some stuff, just trying to really look at my, I guess you could call it shadow self, doing that shadow work. Um, I don't know if that's necessarily what I would call it, but it was definitely something that I needed to do to look within myself, that um I had to, realize what it was, understand what it was, and accept it for what it was, right? Once you accept that part, then what you can do with it, or what you need to do with it. All right. Um, so And that is going to help you get out of this state of mind. So you're going to be very impulsive and wanting to go in a certain direction, but you're going to be bogged down by your fears, by your negative thoughts and negative ideas. Okay. So let's take a look at the Radiant Rider deck. We got the Ace of Swords. So there is definitely a mental clarity that happens if it hasn't already. If you haven't received this mental clarity yet, then you will. The mental clarity could be almost like an epiphany, a moment of epiphany where you realize something. It could be major, like you come to learn something, that light bulb went off in your head about something, about a situation, about a relationship, about a person, right? Or about yourself, even. So that realization, that awakening, the word awakening comes to me, that moment of epiphany, realization comes to you, and that's what's going to cause that tower moment. Okay, it's going to have you thinking about things and wanting to do stuff. Let's keep going. Let's see what other cards come out. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So it's about the independence. It's about you wanting to be um, self-reliant, right? You want to be. There was another word, but you want to be in all your fullness, right? As an individual or as a single person. I mean, the ninth here, they look to be single. So, and even here, the Nine of Swords is there's only one person in that card. So, this could be about singlehood, or singledom. um, so, it's probably about you wanting to be single, you wanting to be independent, self reliant, right? Um, there's another word, self-confident within yourself, knowing that you are on the pentacles on the domestic level, you got it all under control. That um that you're beautiful, you're abundant, you got all these great things working out for you. So that's definitely a great energy, but in order for this to happen, you need that tower moment. So you need that realization. And I think that's what you're working towards at this point. If you haven't already worked towards it, that's going through your domestic affairs and looking to see what is that needs to be changed, what needs to be brought down, and so on and so forth. I'm sorry, that was the Five of Pentacles. Although you have so that is probably the fear here. You have so from the tower you go into the Knight of Wands energy. That's wanting to feel productive, you know, um, proactive, producing, pro ambition. I don't know, pro pro. Just wanting to, being able to actually do things and manifest for yourself what it is that you want. And here you're looking good as the Nine of Pentacles. You're independently looking good. You may be single and you're looking good, or as an individual, in whatever relationship you may be in, you are looking good because you seem to have everything in order. However, we're being bogged down by fears. All right. Although we're doing all this, we're worried, we're concerned about the changes, we're concerned about what we don't know because we're bogged down by our fears, by our thoughts, and all that, right? We're afraid of going through the notorious Five of Pentacles, also known in the tarot and psychic community as the dark side of the soul, right? And I think honestly, at this point, although we may feel good, we'll have the realization we're going to feel good, and this is something that we are afraid of going through. It may be something that we need to anticipate in advance. By anticipating in advance, you can better prepare for what may come to you. So, if this is a possibility of what may come to you, you can better prepare for it. Maybe you need to save some money. Maybe you need to chill out with what you're going to spend your money on. I know I've had to rein it in a lot. I still have to rein it in more because I can be very, loose with my money sometimes because I really want something. And if I want it, I'm going to get it one way or another. But that attitude has to change because if you want to bring positive changes into your life, there may be a time that in order to make that happen, in order to make your dreams come true, you may need to go through this. Hold on one second, guys. So sorry. Whew, the sage is really, really going. I need to separate that a little bit. So that is that's that. Let's see any other messages. Oh, we got the Knight of Pentacles again. So again, this may, the Nine of Pentacles is working towards a goal. So you're working towards this goal. What is this? You want to this is communication. This is achieving an objective, a goal, a dream. Oh, okay. So all right, I'm gonna put this here. Let's see. Let me move these cards up. We have here the Ten of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Wands. So there is an ending, a definite ending to temptation. There's a need to end that temptation. There's a need to end getting yourself involved with, the Five of Wands, which to me is like outside conflict, external conflict, things that don't necessarily include you. If it doesn't include you, why are you going to get involved? Um, are you that determined to stay in your old habits and just to have that drama, that excitement in your life? Is it really necessary? Is it healthy for you? And if it's not, then it's time to let that go. Again, we have the Devil, that's the sign of Capricorn. So maybe this earth sign that's here could be a Capricorn that's really focused on trying to achieve an objective. We have air, we have fire, but you know what we don't really have is water. The only water card that we have here is Tower Moment. But there looks to be a lack of emotion, so we're probably not getting in, not really paying our attention, not acknowledging is really the word that I want to say. Not acknowledging what it is that we're feeling. We're not facing our fears. We're not facing our emotions. And that's really important. And that could be part of the Devil, this Ten of Swords and the Devil and the Five of Wands as well. In order to help avoid a lot of this, I think it's time for us to now start getting in touch with what we're feeling. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling this way? What has brought you to this sentiment? And you know what? It's perfectly okay. It is. Trust me. I thought I was getting over a heartbreak and I wasn't. There's still certain emotions that I haven't processed. I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't process emotions well. I am a woman, but and I have feelings and I can be very emotional and I feel and I love deeply thanks to my Cancer rising. um, you know, but there was something that I had to realize. Okay. And I'll share it with you, not a problem. And it was realizing that I'm maybe for some people, I may not be enough, but I need to be enough for myself. And here, you kind of have to do the same thing. Here, you need to put an end to those temptations. You need to put an end to those thoughts. You need to put an end to this fear, to getting involved in drama that doesn't include you. Stop trying to save everybody. Stop trying to help everyone because at the end of the day, who of these people are helping you? Who's there for you? Who's your shoulder to lean on when you're crying, when your heart is broken, when you're sad, when you're dealing with something? Who's that? Who's that person? Of all these people whose lives you get involved in to help them, who does the same for you? Let's be real. You need to be real about it because you're going to go through all this stuff if you don't prepare for it. Okay, this is gonna be one heck of a Mercury retrograde, let me tell you. And it's not just because it's the retrograde or anything like that. This is an important part of your life and getting it and getting yourself to where you want to be. Okay. Um, so I don't see emotion. So that's why I went into that. I don't see any real water cards here. Let's take a look at the Morgan Greer. Let's see what else Morgan Greer has to say. Or let's see what Morgan Greer has to say. Oh, there's a lot of cards. They got a lot to say. I haven't used these in so long. It called to me today. See, what else do we have to say? What do we have to say about this Nine of Swords? All right. Hold on. We got a lot of hair, so... Hair. We have a lot of air, so we're definitely in our heads about certain things. We're worried about the domestic side of life. But what about your emotional side? Gotta work on that too. All right, so Nine of Swords, right? We have the Page of Cups and we have Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius. Page of Cups could be Pisces or any water sign for that matter. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We do have Scorpio here, so that could be it. So finally, we have some water sign. So, cards from the suit of water, suit of cups. Okay. And this is really important. And it just goes with what I was just saying, how we need to take a look into our emotions. So the Nine of Swords is there. We're just, we can't think, we can't sleep because we want to do all these things. And it's like, but what if? And I don't know. And is it gonna work? You get stuck in that mentality. So eventually you'll have the Page of Cups. You'll have somebody, could be I guess I want let's see. Yeah, not ready, right? It's the Page of Cups. Got the Page of Cups and Temperance. So there's gonna be an offer coming in, maybe an offer because Temperance is there. So you may get it in during the time of Sagittarius, right? It's really not that far off. What? Today's the 10th. Oh, technically the 11th. Trying to think. So maybe within another November, what? Almost another 6 weeks, right? So it's really not that far off. That's pretty soon, not for nothing. Nine of Swords, so it could be another 9 weeks, something like that, right? Within the sign of Sagittarius. But basically what it's asking for is you need to be patient so you can receive this offer, this from someone. There is some sort of love offer. It could be a peace offering. I'm getting more like a offer of peace, of offer of love in reference to peace, like maybe calling a truce to something, right? It's come the person is coming in as a page. The person is coming in as a page, so they may not be doing well either, or it could simply be you. This could be your energy. It could just simply be that maybe you want to reach out to somebody eventually and let them know like, hey, I really don't hate you after all. I am mad, I am hurt by what happened, for your lack of empathy maybe or whatever, but I understand, or I don't know, how it is that you work it out, that you feel that you need to deliver, or how it is that you feel that you need to deliver the message. But understand that this is something that's going to take patience and time. So to me, this also means that this is also a message to you that yes, you definitely do need to work on your patience. You definitely do need to work on your emotions as well so you can have them balanced and be able to communicate effectively um, what it is that you're feeling. But to do that, you need to acknowledge what you're feeling, understand it, come to terms with it, accept it, and then think about yourself and who you really are, what you've learned from all of this, and how you can apply it in the best way for you to be able to finally move forward. Okay. Any other additional messages? Whoa, that's a stack of cards that fell out. Let me see. So the death card there at the bottom is definitely some sort of change, transformation that's happening. Again, it doesn't have to be major. It could be something minor, or maybe not necessarily minor, but it's something more that's on a personal level, not necessarily meant for the world to know about, you know. Any final messages for the collective? Please and thank you. All right. Excuse me. Okay, it's time for you to embody the energy of. Oh, can't see that there. It's time for you to to embody the energy of the Queen of Swords. Okay, and to finally make that decision, right? So the Queen of Swords and Two of Swords here. Two of Swords, the person is blindfolded, but they can easily take off the blindfold by putting the swords down. So you're very guarded. You're guarded. You don't want to see nothing right now. You don't want to. I even want to say you don't even want to hear anything. You know, you got the swords up, and you're just ready to like. It for me, it's almost like you're ready to cut off whoever comes your way, trying to make you, you know, make this decision and maybe rush you, right? It's almost like you feel like they're rushing you to do something. Um, but you, as the Queen of Swords, are gonna need to make this decision. You're gonna need to cut through this bullshit of yours to be able to see what it is, to face it. Basically, you need to face this decision. You need to take a good hard look at it, a good hard look at yourself, and make the best decision that best fits for you. And that's pretty much what that is. You may not necessarily avoid uh, that Nine of Swords energy or that Five of Pentacles energy, but you know what? It's going to help you to let go of this addiction, this temptation, this, codependency, this bullshit, whatever this bullshit is, right? It could even be a relationship to somebody, you know, or maybe a relationship with your past self that, really isn't helping you. And what I mean by that is, um, you got some bad habits that you need to get over, and it's time for you to put on your big boy, big girl. Not even. It's time for you to grow up and man up, woman up, and whatever the situation is, so then that way you can move forward in a better way. Now, I don't want to say this, I'm not saying this to scare you. What I'm saying is, when you go through these periods, don't you anticipated it, you've already begun to do the work, so when these periods hit, it's really not going to hit you as hard as what it seems here. All right, you're going to be able to finally put an end to some of these things that you need to do in order for you to better yourself. Okay. All right, my friends. All right, everyone. So that's what I have for you for now. Keep an eye out. I was gonna do it in the form of elements. It's already almost a half hour long. You know what I'll do? I might do it after. So what I'll do now is we'll end the video here, and keep an eye out. Make sure that you're subscribed. Click the like button also for the video. Share the video with others that you feel that this may apply to. Um, and keep an eye out for notifications. I am going to post more videos. It might be a little bit slow, but I am coming back. And I'm hoping to do a lot more, including another unboxing of another tarot deck as soon as I receive it. I'm so excited. All right, guys. So goodbye for now, and see you in the next one.